That's a shame. Well, but wasn't it fun, though?
That was so good.
It was so fun. Your mouth is full of the churro red stuff, whatever that is. All right, you didn't eat your churro fast enough, but for playing, you're both getting a 65-inch TCL Roku TV. Have a wonderful weekend. Be kind to one another. Bye-bye. Anyway.
You're watching Local News 8 at 5. Local people, local news.
Good evening. We begin with an update. We know the name now of the suspect in a robbery that took place at Smith's Food and Drug Store in Chubbuck.
21-year-old William Graham was arrested yesterday. Police responded to the robbery at the pharmacy inside Smith's on Yellowstone Avenue. This was around noon.
Police were told that a man threatened employees and told them he had a firearm. He ended up driving away before the police got there, but the police later found him and took him into custody. The police are still investigating.
And police are asking for your help in finding a 17-year-old girl. Jennifer Schwint was reported missing on Wednesday. Officers haven't been able to find her. She's 5'8", green eyes, blonde hair. If you see this girl or you have any information on her whereabouts, please contact Chubbuck Police, 208-237-7172. Wyoming big game outfitters and workforce safety regulators are working together to create guidelines for hunting grizzly bears. The partnership stems from the death of Mark Uptain. He was preparing to pack out a client's elk for Martin Outfitters in September when he was fatally mauled in the Teton Wilderness. Park County Commissioner Lee Livingston says the groups are going to create a standard protocol for grizzly bear training and bear spray training for all regional land and wildlife management agency employees.
The scientists have finished the most detailed map yet of the geological fault at the foot of the Teton Range. It's one of the most visually striking and potentially dangerous seismic areas in North America. Scientists think the fault could produce an earthquake as powerful magnitude as 7.5, strong enough to cause some serious damage. They're hopeful the map can provide understanding of the earthquake risk in and around Jackson Hole. Copies of the map are now available through the Wyoming State Geological Survey. Well, time now to check with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Michael Coates with a look at our weather. Michael.
Fairly active weather this evening, Jay, as we take a look at some video that our own Jeff Roper shot on his way to Pocatello. He's going to be reporting live from ISU in just a little bit. A couple lightning strikes there and slow traffic due to construction, and that's what we've been seeing throughout Pocatello and the lower Snake River Plain today. And also we've been getting some good thunderstorms in the upper valley as well. Good little band of thunderstorm making its exit for the moment, but we have more wet weather waiting in the wings here for tonight. 47 degrees as we go to the Pocatello Airport. This is the live Farm Bureau sky cam. You can see wet roads there on I-15, and again a few drops on the camera lens. We go to Viper radar here, and you can see this band of thunderstorm activity really bringing in some good wind gusts and also some hail around Chubbuck and Pocatello. That produced pea-sized hail reports there, especially in north end of Pocatello, getting into Chubbuck and Fort Hall. That thunderstorm that came over Pocatello and Blackfoot, it's now making its way east into eastern Bingham County, heading up towards the Palisades as we speak. And then we still have a few spotty thunderstorms getting over Idaho Falls, but we haven't seen anything too severe at this point. Just quite a bit of lightning, some hail, some rain, and more wet weather coming in from the west tonight. 56 for the temperature right now in Burley, 51 in Rexburg, 46 in Jackson, with 57 in Boise, 51 in Salmon. And we're seeing the wind speeds erratic because, of course, thunderstorms are playing with those wind speeds all across the region. But generally, we're going to be looking for more wind as we head into the weekend and as a front blows in here for Saturday. Temperatures tonight into the 30s and 40s with more of those spotty thunderstorms coming through. I'll have your complete forecast coming up in just a bit, but for now, we'll send it over to the news desk.
Thank you, Michael. Covering education, the Idaho Falls School District 91 invites the community, whether you're a supporter or an opponent of those former bonds, to its State of Our Schools meeting next week. The school district will talk about improvements to school buildings and future bonds. Community members have the chance to share their thoughts about ways the district can meet the needs of the current and future students. The district will then gather all these ideas, present them to the board this summer.
We really encourage everybody, retirees, young families, students, staff, opponents, supporters, business leaders, community leaders to come out and help us with this work.
The State of Our Schools community meeting is going to be on Tuesday. That's April 9th, 7 p.m. in the cafeteria at Skyline High School. Now, if you can't attend that meeting, you can still participate online, and you'll find a link for that on our website at localnews8.com.
I'm super excited about my future. I'm excited to see what ISU. It's awesome. I'm having a great time up here.
The Idaho State University campus has been extremely busy this week welcoming incoming freshmen as part of the early registration event. Local News 8's Linda Larson reports that the ISU advisors are doing everything they can to get new students ready to make tracks as a Bengal.
Start strong. It's good advice for anyone, especially high school seniors getting ready to attend college. And it's just what the Idaho State University advisors are helping hundreds of new freshmen achieve.
Been very calm. I was very nervous, but everyone's made it really easy. Lots of signs and stuff to help me get around.
This is such a great event to reach out to our first-time students because they get to come to campus when we are in session. They see the vibrancy of the university. They get to meet with faculty. They feel comfortable before the semester begins. They get their photo ID so they feel a part of the Bengal family.
Getting everything done to attend college can be a big and confusing task. With early registration, the new students have everything they need to make that process easier.
That they are going to be able to learn about all the resources that we have at the university, meet with their faculty and professional advisors, contact with financial aid and scholarships and housing and new student orientation. They will also have a chance to register then for the fall semester classes as well before they leave today.
This way, when the year starts, they're much more prepared to handle college life, and they tend to do much better in their classes.
And all they have to do is come to new student orientation in August and start their classes and be a great student.
This week's events weren't all work and no play. The students had plenty of food, fun, and free giveaways, and there was even a kissing booth. Welcome to college. At Idaho State University, I'm Linda Larson.
My kind of kissing booth. Advisors at Idaho State University say many of the incoming freshmen have taken dual enrollment classes in high school, and because of that, some of them are already starting their core classes for their major. And we're going to have much more on that tonight at 6.
Something fun going on also at Idaho State University this weekend, the Monster Truck Show, which is set for tomorrow night. We got a sneak peek at some of the trucks at Holt Arena. That's where we find our weekend weather forecaster, Jeff Roper. Jeff.
Hey, I'm telling you, Jay, Carol, this is where the action is. You know, we've seen some earthquake action in eastern Idaho this week, but the ground will rumble tomorrow night when Bigfoot comes out to play. Yes, Idaho State University's Holt Arena has been transformed. All right, look at the dirt that they're bringing in to Holt Arena here. The No Limits Monster Truck Tour is in Pocatello for one night for the Grand National Championships. They're beginning to fire up some of the trucks, and yeah, you're going to see not only Bigfoot racing for the top prize, but we got a demolition derby. The kids get to play on the Power Wheels, and Holt Arena box office has tickets right now. I want to introduce you to Bigfoot's big competitor. I don't know if you can see this or not. This is Snakebite, and Snakebite right here will face off against the legendary Bigfoot, and Mike Miller is the driver for this. He's got some fans over here. Are you guys ready for the big show tomorrow night?
Yes.
Excited? Mike, what is the one thing you're looking forward to the most when Bigfoot takes on Snakebite?
The biggest thing is putting that Snakebite truck back on the trailer. You know, he comes here every year. You know, he does nothing but want to, ruin everybody's fun. You know, he does everything but, compromise everybody's trucks and everything like that. You know, biggest competitor is him. We're going to put him on the trailer.
We're talking smack now.
Then we're going after everybody else.
Feel the heat as you stick to your seat. Hey, buddy, can you make a Bigfoot noise? Can you make a monster truck noise for me? Yeah, that's it. Of course, there's going to be a lot of other fun things, too, that are going to be happening. And, of course, tickets are still available. What's another event inside? I know we've got 2 30-foot-high robots that will be taking each other on inside.
Oh, man, that's going to be awesome. You know, I've seen those before. This whole place is going to be filled with, action tomorrow.
I know.
You know, we got the monster trucks, we got the robots, they're doing tough trucks.
Yeah.
Kids Power Wheel races. I mean, you got a Power Wheel, bring the Power Wheel up.
Yeah,
run the kids Power Wheels. We got figure 8 demolition derby. I mean, there's just all kind of awesome stuff going on.
In other words, it's fun for everybody. The little kids and the big kids need their earplugs. And coming up at 6 o'clock, I might have a chance to introduce you to the female driver that's driving the big pink truck. Carol and Jay, it's called Girl Power. But I'm wearing Bigfoot right now. Feel the heat.
Thanks, Jeff. Sounds like a lot of fun. Doors open at 5 p.m. tomorrow night, and the trucks will get rolling at 7. To get tickets, you can find a link on our website, localnews8.com.
The Colorado man accused of killing the mother of his child back in court today. We'll let you know what happened.
Just getting into random little bouts of trouble, fights at home.
And we're learning more about that man who pretended to be a boy that had disappeared 7 years ago. We'll hear from his brother when we come back.
Experience a better way to buy a car at the new United Auto. We give you the highest trade-in value up front, and our no-hassle pricing ensures you get the best price from the start. Our non-commissioned sales team means you never feel pressure to buy. Visit United Auto on the northwest corner of Holmes and Anderson.
Home is where you hang your hat, snuggle up, hide out. Home is when you're with the ones you love. It isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. At Idaho Central Credit Union, our home is Idaho. We grew up here, and we're proud to help more Idahoans with their home loan than any other financial institution. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe home is where you make it.
Classic Auto Collision Center, family owned for 50 years.
So I would get here early in the morning, it'd be dark outside, and I could see Grandpa looking out the window, waving at me. We were all getting ready, and that was Grandpa. So when he walked in and saw me waving back, it was, let's get the day started and let's get it figured out. So I really like that.
You know, I came into the business back in '94 and knew nothing. Norse put me under his wing and taught me everything I know. But it was always number one is make your customers happy. It was the number one thing.
Classic Auto Collision Center on Lincoln Road, Idaho Falls.
April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. We're asking that you join us in actionable steps to prevent child abuse by stopping what causes abuse to begin with. To find out how you can help, go to localnews8.com for news, information, and resources.
Nothing gets better in the dark. The Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Center Child Advocacy Team hopes you will join us in shining light on child abuse in our community. Please become a voice for children. Report child abuse.
Roger Sheehy has opened a new dealership in Idaho Falls. United Auto guarantees the best service before and after the sale. Stop in today and take advantage of the grand opening specials through May 11th. United Auto on the northwest corner of Holmes and Anderson.
This segment of the news is brought to you by Carpet One, home of the beautiful guarantee.
Around the region, a man who federal authorities say lied about his alleged ties to ISIS and terror groups was arrested in Montana. The 21-year-old suspect was arrested Wednesday at a shooting range in Bozeman. Authorities say he went there to rent a firearm. According to court documents, an FBI informant told authorities that he wanted to join ISIS and plot an attack in the United States. The FBI also alleges that he told an informant that he would kill random people to avenge the shootings at the mosques. He faces federal charges of possessing a firearm by a user of a controlled substance, as well as making false statements involving international terrorism. Around the nation, the Colorado man accused of killing the mother of his child will enter a plea next month. Patrick Frazee appeared in court today for a scheduled arraignment. However, the judge agreed to delay it until May 24th to give more time to complete forensic testing. He was in court yesterday for a custody hearing. One of Frazee's family members is fighting for custody of Kaylee. A judge ruled she will remain with Kelsey Barrett's parents. Frazee is being held without bond, and a trial date has not been set.
We know that you are out there somewhere, Tim, and we will never stop looking for you, praying for you, and loving you.
Hope in the face of heartbreak. The family of Timothy Pitson say they will continue to search for him. And the man who identified himself as the boy who had disappeared from Illinois in 2011 is now facing federal criminal charges. Police say 23-year-old Brian Michael Rinney showed up in Kentucky on Wednesday claiming he was that missing boy. Yesterday, the FBI revealed that DNA testing proved Rinney was an imposter.
They warned him that lying to a federal agent is a violation of federal law. Nevertheless, he again repeated that he was Timothy Pitson.
According to court records, the Ohio native was released from prison last month after serving time for burglary and vandalism. His brother hasn't spoke to him for years, but he does describe him as having had a troubled past.
He was in and out of jail a lot while we were kids, just getting into random little bouts of trouble, fights at home. He was placed on juvenile probation, and then he just continuously violated his probation. He has Asperger's syndrome and he has bipolar disorder, but still he should have the rational thinking to not do something like this.
In a news conference, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Ohio said that Rennie learned about the missing boy on television years ago. President Trump backing off his threat to immediately close the southern border. Instead of shutting it down this week, he's now giving Mexico a year to stop the flow of migrants and illegal drugs into the U.S. ABC's Romina Puja is at the border where the president has been touring the first replacement portion of border fencing.
President Trump arriving on the southern border to tour the first portion of replacement fencing.
It looks great. It's better and much more effective than the previous wall.
The president greeted by protesters opposed to his earlier call to shut down the entire border with Mexico. Trump walking back that threat this week, now saying if Mexico doesn't stop the flow of migrants or illegal drugs a year from now, he could shut the border or increase tariffs.
We're going to shut it down if we have to. We're going to tariff the cars coming in that they make in Mexico if we have to.
While U.S. officials say the number of undocumented migrants caught at the border could swell to 1 million by the end of the year, the president is now saying Mexico has ramped up their enforcement efforts.
Mexico's been doing a great job. I want to thank the president of Mexico.
Mexican authorities saying there has been no change in policy. President Trump's about-face on the border shutdown may be tied to pressure he was facing from business groups and fellow Republicans.
Closing down the border would have potentially catastrophic economic impact on our country.
But President Trump says national security should come before trade. He's also threatening to put a 25% tariff on Mexican-made cars coming into the U.S. if the border situation doesn't improve. As Trump arrived in Calexico to tour the section of replacement fencing that is stronger and taller than the one before it, those on the U.S. side say the only thing they want is to talk to the president about the real issues they're facing.
We will not talk about a fake crisis for his base. We will talk about what we need here.
It's been 3 times the president has threatened to shut the border but hasn't followed through with it, raising questions about how serious he is about doing it. Romina Puga, ABC News, Calexico, California.
52 degrees right now in Idaho Falls with thunderstorms overhead. When I join you in just a bit, we're going to talk more about the thunderstorms coming in tonight and gusty winds for the weekend.
Whether you're gaming, blogging, or streaming, Cable One high-speed internet lets you download faster, reach further, and dream bigger. Get up to 100 megs for only $45 a month for 6 months and add unlimited data for one fixed price. Call 855-808-2737 for this limited time offer. Cable One, high-speed internet comes home.
We're Harrington & Company. We started 75 years ago as Utah's original roofing supply company. If it goes on the roof, we have it in stock. But we're much more than just roofing. We're Harrington Siding and Stone. We're Harrington Fencing and Decking. We're Harrington Windows and Doors. And so much more. Our friendly staff can help your building project become reality. We'll refer you to helpful contractors.
Harrington & Company. Come out to our grand opening Thursday, April 18th in Pocatello and enjoy lunch on us.
Taxes take forever, so complete your simple taxes in 10 minutes with TaxAct. Know what else takes forever? Lawn mowing. We made that faster too. Complete your simple federal taxes for free in 10 minutes with TaxAct.
Play our Summer Fun Sweepstakes. We're giving away great prizes to help you make the most of summer. Gift cards, big prizes, tickets to area family fun spots, and more. Enter today at localnews8.com/play.
Vacation changes your approach to life.
I feel like we get to spend more time with our parents when we're on vacation.
Make it happen. When your kids get older, you're not going to say, oh, I wish I would have taken less vacations with my family.
Don't ever forget this moment, buddy.
I'm taking this time with my family. This is what's important to me.
Local News 8 is always on.
On my way to the office.
With the latest breaking news.
Well, I'm at my doctor's appointments.
Forecasting the threat of storms.
Running my errands.
Keeping you up to date with the information that matters to you. News from the community where you live. And get it anytime, online, on your phone, or over the air. Download the Local News 8 app. Go to the About Us section on localnews8.com. Always on with Local News 8. The Local News 8 First Alert app is here to help you. Download it today. Now, your First Alert weather.
So we had some fairly raucous thunderstorms coming through the Pocatello and Chubbuck area just a little bit ago. And in fact, we had reports from a couple of our crew members down there on the way to the ISU Holt Arena because they're getting ready for the Monster Truck Show. The hail came down like crazy and caused actually some slide-offs near the Flying Y. That's where the 86 and the 15 meet up there on the north end of Pocatello and the south end of Chubbuck. Now, things are calming down right now on Viper radar. Thunderstorms are moving through central Bingham County right now, just to the east of Blackfoot, and they're also moving just to the outskirts of Idaho Falls. So we got another little thunder cell here just to the west side of Idaho Falls. It's starting to come in. Shell, you got a little thunderstorm on the south side of your town here. You see a lot of that red and yellow on Viper indicating thunderstorm activity, and quite a bit of lightning with the cell that's making its way through Rigby and Thornton right now. This thunderstorm band is making its way now towards Ryrie and High C heads up. This is heading your direction, and it's coming over the mountains, and it's going to be entering into Swan Valley here very shortly. So it's coming in this northeasterly direction. It's going to be getting into Swan Valley and then further into the mountains there of Teton County, Idaho. And then we also have this thunderstorm band making its way out of St. Anthony, but it's making its way through Ashton right now, and it's in Island Park as we speak, pushing off to the east. What's happening? We got a cold front driving in from the west. That's going to really start to kick up the winds here for Saturday. However, a lot of the wet weather we associate with this front looking to dry up as it gets in here for tomorrow afternoon. So we are actually looking to see more showers coming in here for Sunday and Monday. In fact, the forecast for Sunday, this flow from the west continuing to get us into next week here with rain showers and some mountain snow. So here's Vipercast. Tonight at 11 o'clock midnight, we got some high elevation snow coming through around Grand Teton, and then we have more showers coming in here from the southwest as we go until tonight and tomorrow morning. We do have a minor threat for showers to get our day started here for Saturday. But for Saturday afternoon, fairly dry, windy conditions for most of us. I don't see much wet weather here for Saturday. The biggest nuisance tomorrow, it's really not the wet weather, it's the wind. Very windy conditions here for your Saturday. Then as we get into Saturday night, dry weather. Pretty dry for Sunday morning, and then Sunday afternoon the showers come right back in. We're looking at passing snow and rain showers, even a few rumbles of thunder as we go into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday here for the approaching work week. And here's the wind model. I just want to show you this as we go into Vipercast for tomorrow. The winds really start to pick up tomorrow afternoon here. These are sustained wind speeds, not including the wind gusts. Highs tomorrow into the mid-50s for Preston, lower 50s in McCamm and Alava, mid-50s in Malad, 44 for Soda Springs, 53 for Rexburg, 52 in St. Anthony with 52 in Ashton, 45 in Jackson with 47 for the high in Mackay, 40 in Stanley, 58 in Salmon, and across the Snake River Plain, same deal here. Temperatures hanging out into the 50s, but it's just going to be very windy tomorrow with not a lot of rain. So I'm just going to stick a 20% chance of showers in here for your Saturday with partly cloudy conditions. Rain picking up with intensity on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. In fact, very windy conditions to carry us all the way through the middle of the approaching work week. There is a little light at the end of the tunnel, and I do mean at the end, because getting towards next weekend, look at that, we can actually finally start to see some drying weather trying to work through. But for this weekend, windy conditions for your Saturday, rain and wind on Sunday with highs in Pocatello in the lower 60s, but then we're seeing tumbling temperatures by Wednesday. We go to Salmon and Chalice. We'll have highs here around 57 for Sunday, 55 for Monday, down to the 40s on Wednesday and Thursday as we get on the other side of this stormy weather. Then we see the same thing also for the mountains. Again, temperatures warming a little bit here for the next few days. Highs will be in the 40s and 50s across Jackson Island Park, but then tumbling for highs into the 30s by Wednesday with snow and rain showers mixed in all the way through pretty much all of next week until we head to about Friday. Back over to Jane Carroll.
Thank you, Michael. In your consumer report, the economy added 196,000 new jobs in March. That marks a strong recovery from February when just 33,000 jobs were created. That was the worst month for new jobs since September of 2017. The unemployment rate has remained flat at 3.8%. When unemployment fell to 3.7% last September, it was the lowest rate that had been seen since 1969.
Problems continue to mount for Boeing. The Washington Post reports Boeing is admitting to a second software problem on its 737 MAX jets. This problem concerns the flaps and other flight control hardware. Two officials familiar with the probe tell the newspaper the problem is critical to flight safety. The report comes after Boeing's CEO released a statement acknowledging a dangerous problem with the plane's automated flight control systems. The longest nonstop domestic flight in the United States is now open for business, and it goes from Honolulu, Hawaii to Boston. It's a 10-hour flight that goes more than 5,000 miles. The return flight is longer, 11.5 hours. Hawaiian Airlines plans to offer 5 round-trip flights weekly between Honolulu and Boston. One hungry bear broke into an SUV and found a very good treat. We'll show you what he was munching on. Let's take a look at how your market's closed for the day. We'll be right back.
The Local News 8 Skycam Network is sponsored by Curtis Porter & Adams, accident and injury attorneys licensed in Idaho, Utah, and California. Hands of Hope Home Health and Hospice, taking care of you. It's what we do. Carroll Home Financial, the retirement specialists planning for financial peace of mind. Ashley Home Store, this is home, in Twin Falls, Idaho Falls, and Pocatello.
Go. An amazing deal.
A large, made from scratch, pepperoni sausage or cheese pizza for only $5 on Fridays from Papa Murphy's.
Oh, we're so winning game night tonight.
For $5 on Fridays, get a large pepperoni, cheese, or sausage faves. We make it, you bake it. Papa Murphy's.
Jane the Virgin, final season, Wednesdays at 9/8 Central on the CW.
Digital 8.3, Channel 19 on Cable 1, Channel 16 in Jackson, Wyoming, and Channel 9 on DirecTV.
You wouldn't accept an incomplete job from anyone else. Why accept it from your allergy pills? Flonase Sensimist relieves all your worst symptoms, including nasal congestion, which most pills don't. And all from a gentle mist you can barely feel. Flonase Sensimist.
Check engine? What do you mean check engine? What am I going to do? Where am I going to go?
Don't worry, most issues end up being electrical problems, not major repairs. Bring your vehicle to Blackfoot Transmission and Auto Repair to receive a free 72-point inspection from technicians with over 40 years of combined experience. Major repairs come with a 3-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Call 346-3199 anytime. Locally owned and operated, Blackfoot Transmission and Auto Repair.
Call my dad and he'll fix it for you.
Hey everybody, remember this is Joe from Action Motorsports. Our 2020 Snow Check is wrapping up on April 15th. We've got an all-new Chaos here for you to come in and check out.
Get amazing deals at local restaurants with the Dying Town discount card. Over $45 worth of offers and discounts for only $20. These are going fast, so get yours today at localnews8.com.
Sunday and Monday, it's the All-Star Duets. Then,
Give the lights.
6 will go home and we'll reveal the top 14 who make it to America's vote.
Just say it, just say it, just say it.
American Idol, Sunday and Monday on ABC.
A Colorado woman says her vehicle was severely damaged by a hungry bear who managed to get his paws on a bag of gummy bears in the car. Kate Siegel was going to work yesterday when she found both her car and garage door were open. Siegel says the candy was in a sealed bag, which was part of a gift basket from an event the night before. Living in the mountains, she says they are always cautious about locking up trash, and they try to do the same with their doors. But in this instance, she says she let her guard down. Colorado Parks and Wildlife is telling everyone to be bear aware.
Oh my gosh.
Look at all that snow that's still there in Colorado.
Look at that.
Did you see that?
So the bear figured out how to open the garage door and the car door?
It didn't say if she left the garage
She might
door
have left it open.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I don't think he had a garage door open or was able to.
I don't know. I'm just trying to imagine.
Those bears.
Click, click. Up and down the neighborhood.
Yeah. Showers coming through right now. We got a couple more thunderstorms coming in from the west here for tonight. Things are looking drier for Saturday afternoon. So the biggest thing for tomorrow, it's going to be windy outside. A few showers early tomorrow morning. More rain coming in for Sunday and Monday.
All right, that wraps up the 5 o'clock newscast. Time now for ABC World News with David Muir.
Now anyone can taste the luxury of the truffle at Carl's Jr. With the creamy truffle-infused cheese sauce, 100% child-broiled Angus beef patty, and delicious bacon.
Hang on. It has bacon?
The new Bacon Truffle Angus Burger from Carl's Jr.
Classic Auto Collision Center, family owned for 50 years.
Well, I was just 6 years old when Mom and Dad started this business. I ran around in the shop all the time growing up, but then I started running parts when I was a teenager and just kind of worked on and off with them throughout the years.
I came here when I was, 12, 14, dumping garbages, mowing lawns. Grandpa was one heck of a stickler about it. Everybody knew when he came around, you made sure that your stuff lined up and it was just what it needed to be.
Classic Auto Collision Center, Lincoln Road, Idaho Falls.
The Sportsman and Outdoor Expo is here, April 3rd through 6th, inside the Pinecrest Event Center. Get ready for the great outdoors in a new RV from Camping World. Shop low show prices from America's best manufacturers and start camping. Choose from new 2019 travel trailers starting at only $99 per month, or shop new 2019 motorhomes from $335 per month. Don't miss it. It's the Sportsman and Outdoor Expo, April 3rd through 6th, inside the Pinecrest Event Center in Idaho Falls.
Now anyone can taste the luxury of the truffle at Carl's Jr. With the creamy truffle-infused cheese sauce, 100% child-broiled Angus beef patty, and delicious bacon. Hang on. It has bacon? The new Bacon Truffle Angus Burger from Carl's Jr.
Tonight, several developing stories as we come on the air. The deadly hostage standoff, the new video just in tonight. 2 officers respond. You can see them running to the home, both of them shot. The man holding hostages inside. They deploy several rounds of gas into the home. What happens next? We're on the scene. Also, breaking news as we come on tonight, the 15-year-old girl just found this evening. Authorities say she was with a 47-year-old man who befriended her family, who hired her to babysit. The mid-air scare, new developments tonight. The flight over the U.S., the pilots revealing that the cockpit screens suddenly went dark. Then the emergency landing. Former Vice President Joe Biden today on stage, and 2 jokes that drew immediate attention. You'll hear them, you decide. Severe storms hitting this Friday night, damaging winds, tornadoes possible, and heavy rain and ice sweeping into the Northeast. Sam Champion standing by with the timing. The boy missing since he was just 6, that stunning turn. And now what we've learned today, the charges. The alarming headline from the Grand Canyon tonight, the 3rd death in a matter of days. And now the new warning tonight for tourists taking selfies on the edge. The measles scare, a single patient may have exposed at least 200 people. Major news coming in tonight on Mick Jagger, the heart procedure, how it went, the update just in. And the new consumer warning tonight for parents and grandparents about a very popular sleeper.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening. Officers during a deadly hostage drama outside Atlanta. Police responding to a call, the new body cam in tonight, showing them racing to the front door in that yard, then coming under fire. The gunman was holding hostages inside. Another officer kicking in the front door, taking a bullet, falling to the ground. Negotiations lasting 17 hours. The officers have survived this, but as we have now learned, there was a grim discovery inside. ABC's Steve Osunsami is on the scene.
Blood in the driveway, females visible inside, unresponsive.
This is the moment when this tragedy began. Someone had called 911 Thursday morning, begging for help. These are the brave men who answered. In body camera video released tonight, you see Henry County Police force their way into this suburban Atlanta home after seeing a lifeless woman on the ground. Inside, a man who may have already killed someone is shooting at the cops. Officer Taylor Webb is hit twice and gets trapped in the garage.
Shots fired, shots fired.
A third officer outside rushes to help. Officer Keegan Merritt is ducking bullets and gets shot in the hand.
Shots fired here, right here, shots fired.
All the while, the gunman is warning police.
He's not coming here. I got a lot of shots. I got a hostage.
But they break into the garage anyway, freeing their wounded officer. By the time police could get in the home after 17 hours, 39-year-old Sandra White, who was 9 months pregnant, was dead, and so is her 16-year-old son. Police say the gunman was her boyfriend, 47-year-old Anthony Bailey, who they say took his own life.
We got 3 babies to bury. We don't know how we gonna do it.
The family tonight is asking for prayers for both themselves and the wounded officers.
So let's get right back to Steve Osunsami tonight, live at the scene. And those officers, I know, are expected to make a full recovery, Steve, but this is just devastating for that family.
It is, David. The crime scene investigators are at their home directly behind me. The teenager who was killed here, he plays football at a local high school. They were planning a surprise baby shower this weekend, but instead are now planning